am one of Isambekana from Aspire Youth Organization, an organization that strives to create platforms and recognition for young talents and businesses. Namhlanje ndihlelo Siyanda Ntshalaba from EmiBeauty. Sisonjani? Ndiyaphila sithandwa sami. Awusemhle.
Thank you, you too.
Hi, Inkosi Sithandwa.
Oh wow.
By yours truly. Before we start, I want to know, tell us more about yourself.
Okay, so Siyanda is born and bred in PE. Well, now called. Okay, born and bred in PE, 25. Full-time employed, but I just have a few side businesses just to generate more income. I'm a mom as well, and basically that's who I am. So I'm light-hearted, sometimes serious, but yeah.
Sometimes serious, sometimes
I like to play.
Oh, okay. So Uzibana, you've got a few things or few businesses on the side. What are those?
So basically, I started off before the current one that I'm on. I started off with basically singing. So I've always been singing for as long as I can remember. So, but then during the singing, I basically noticed that I'm interested in makeup and I'm interested in basically beauty. So I was like, okay, let me check this part out, because when you start off, you don't have a lot of resources in terms of basically getting people that would do your makeup, that people would dress you, people that would take your pictures. So you kind of have to do everything on your own.
Yes.
So you need to basically be self-sufficient. So that's how I learned. Started off on a very rocky road, but we're getting there somewhere. So yeah, and then singing, makeup. I also do a bit of interior decorating. That's just maybe something that I'll also go into. I'm just researching in terms of what I like, what I don't like, and then basically that's that.
A woman of many talents, no?
Yep.
So you sing, you makeup, you decor.
Everywhere.
It means once upon a slot, you there. Oh, that's good. Going into makeup, name EmiBeauty. What is EmiBeauty? What is your business besides the interior decorating, the singing? What is EmiBeauty?
So EmiBeauty is basically my makeup artist business that I have. So I'm still on, because what I do is basically I do my own makeup and then I do other people's makeup. So basically I'm not in the manufacturing business as of yet, but I would like to also go into that business. So I research a lot in terms of what I can do to better the business, what I can do in terms of, because obviously you won't work with one face. So that's also very important, that you need to know you're going to be working with different faces and different textures of wool, so different structures of wool. So basically EmiBeauty is including everyone into the makeup industry, and just because when you have a different face from the next person, you don't have to feel excluded, because I do everything.
I heard you saying, you're not into the manufacturing, but you're still going into that. What is that?
Manufacturing basically is when you make your own products. Because what I've noticed was that most of the products that we buy off the shelf, there's a lot of things that would harm your skin, that would harm your health even, because health is also skin. Basically. So what I want to do is to go into basically starting my own makeup line that would be natural based. So that's what I want to go into. It's very difficult because there's pigmentation, there's different products that you need to use, different plants, because it's going to be plant based, and you also need to test it on people. So that's another thing whereby you also don't want to test it on a lot of people and go hard because it's when you in the manufacturing business, you basically try and error. So it might work for this person, might not work for the next person. So you need to, so that's what manufacturing is, basically having your own products that you use, apart from the business of using the products. So So that's what I want to do as well. But that would be at a later stage.
Okay, yeah, cool. You mentioned there are a lot of faces that you're working with. You might work with my skin. Oh, by the way, I'm looking like this today because of EmiBeauty. So thank you, Kakula sis. You said, Bana, you work with different faces and with different textures, skin textures. So, kwenza kanjani? How do you differentiate? Namhlanje being called endaweni ethile bana come uzokwenza i-makeup for the bride sometimes, for i-matric farewell sometimes. So wena ufika phayana uthini, because you might have who has acne skin. There are so many different types. So when do you choose about who do you work with and what do you not work with? The products. But okay, this one is perfect for you, or Elena is not good for you. How do you set yourself? Because I have situations in Japan.
Okay, so when in terms of that, I've always been a child that had problematic skin. So even in makeup, I've had an issue whereby I'd use this product, but if my stomach, I'm breaking out, so I have to stop it. Then I use this product for my stomach, my eyes are doing something else, my eyes are getting swollen. So basically what I do is to use the products that I'm using now is I know, but if they work for my skin, because I was born with eczema, if they work for my skin, chances are they might work for someone that has a problematic skin. So what I do is that it's very important in the makeup industry basically to also have different colors of a foundation, different colors of concealer, because my skin is it's light, it's darker. I might say that it's darker than yours, but that's lighter than me.
Yes.
So automatically, I can't use the same foundation that I use on myself on someone else. So now it's very important that you have different products to accommodate wonke undu that has a different texture, a different color, and as well as you also need to. The best way to do it when you to set yourself in a situation in Guyana is to ask for a picture without makeup. So that's what I do. So what you do is that you ask for a picture without makeup, and then you know, okay, this is how it's structured, and if she has acne, then I know how to work with that. If she doesn't, so basically you do sort of like a first consultation with that person. Then you run down ideas about, do you want a warm look? Do you want a cold look? What do you want? What kind of look are you looking for? Do you want simple? Do you want glam? What exactly do you want? So basically you do a first consultation with that person before you go to and get the job done. So basically you have ideas, okay, about this is the look that we're gonna do, and then she picks her colors that she wants. About, okay, I want a lip color, I want it to be this way. Eyeshadow, I want it to be this way. Foundation, then I know if foundation is my area, because obviously some people are not educated enough to know about the foundation that they might be able to use. So foundation, I take care of it. Concealer, I take care of it. Then as well as people don't notice your eyebrows, when you do your eyebrows, depending on your skin color as well, you have to use a different color.
Okay.
So I can't use, if someone has a dark skin, I can't use a eyebrow pencil that's black. Doesn't make sense. So you need to use a brown color, because you can't use dark on dark. Doesn't make sense. So basically, that's just that's a lot of research would go into in Benjayana, but first consultation before you get the job done, so that you know about, okay, your client wants this, your client wants this, and then you basically work around London about, okay, are you happy? Because is about on the day you do something she doesn't like. Because unfortunately you do something, and it does also happen whereby you have a first consultation with someone, and then you decide, okay, this is what you're gonna do, these are the colors that they picked, but changing.
And then how do you deal with that situation?
You take it as it comes, because you need to get the job done. She needs to get married. She needs to go to matric farewell. She needs to do something else. So you take it as it comes. Then basically you come equipped. It's always best that whenever you go into whatever, to go to your client, you come equipped so that if something does happen, you are prepared. And here where you need to 5 minutes into the job, you need to call people. Makeup kit, so you know that you have your station, you have everything there, so that if it does happen whereby, because again, I might have a consultation a week before your event, but by the time I get to your event, you have a scar on your face. Oh. Okay, by the time I get to your event, you have a breakout on your skin because gay is in the sense. So basically that's that. So it's very important that you come prepared, and when you come prepared, you're prepared for everything that might happen. She has a breakout, okay, this is how you're going to sort it out. And another thing that's also very important is hydration of the skin. Hydration of the skin. As much as amanzi are important for the inside, they're also important for the outside. So hair, face, everything important. So because that's why I want to go into manufacturing, because we have pores on our skin. We have pores. So when we have pores, you're putting something on your skin which would go into your body. So it would potentially damage your skin, and it would also damage your elasticity of your skin. Or you having spots, or you having hyperpigmentation. So you also need to, before you start the job, make sure that she is hydrated. You're using the correct products before you start the job. So that's how you would work around that.
Shana, I'm getting schooled right now. I am getting schooled. I mean, I'm saying, but you've got this, when someone is happy or passionate about their product or what they do, they get this twinkle in the eye, and I'm seeing that. But you're very passionate in passion or not, beauty is difficult, and I'm gonna say for everyone, hi babes, and these because beauty is difficult. Like makeup is so difficult, so that's why we've got people like you to make us beautiful, guys. Because Siyanda, EmiBeauty. Many say the name of any product or the name of any business means something has significant meaning to them, or they remember something by, so that's why igama long EmiBeauty or something. So tell us more, why EmiBeauty? You could have said anything else, sophisticated, white, but you chose EmiBeauty. Why EmiBeauty?
So EmiBeauty is named after my son. So igama like Emihle, so cut a short, that's from EmiBeauty. So reason why I chose that was because he is literally the love of my life.
Yes.
The firstborn, the last, everything. So I used his name because it essentially, whatever I do in this world is basically to leave a legacy for him. So I named it after him. But okay, one day I'm not going to be here, but you take care of mom's business. So that's why I named it that, because it would drive me and give me the goal, and maybe it would change from EmiBeauty to something else, but the aim is always going to be there. But because also I'm going to be going into the manufacturing business, so it would change or it would not change. Somewhere there.
When did you said Gala, or Uyaqula, but you realize when before going on set, you need to be your own person. You need to be self-sufficient. So you need to make happy stuff. I don't know when that stopped. I don't know where that started. So I don't know, but when did EmiBeauty start? When did you realize, this is really what I want, and I am actually going into it?
So I can roughly say that it started right about 2017. 2017, because I was doing a lot of gigs. 2017 at the beginning of the year. So I used to do gigs at Unplugged Sundays. So they have basically photography and whatnot. Then what I noticed was that, okay, on my first gig I had no makeup on. I literally was barefaced. And then I did not like the pictures because I was like, and it's shade. But yeah, she in fact. So I was like, okay, what do we do here in this instance? And I did not know anything about anything in terms of makeup. So I I bought Natengi products here, and then I basically, it was trial and error, literally. Especially when it came to my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Woo, problem. So basically, what I did was I was the puppet. So even when I'm not in a gig, I literally sit in, because at the time Nancy said no food. So so sit in front of the mirror and then okay, do I like this? No, I don't. Do I like this? Oh, I like it actually. Okay. If it's something that I like, what do I do to enhance it? What do I do to make it perfect? Then you go into YouTube. YouTube was my best friend as well. So go into YouTube, research, okay, how do you do brows? How do you do this? How do you do eyeshadow? How do you do your lips? How do you do your cheeks and whatnot? So basically, as I evolved, the business evolved with me, because I was basically trying to get as much research as possible, YouTube videos, and as well as to also research about which products would work for me, because I also had that issue whereby even if I would apply a foundation, for myself there's blotches, dry blotches on my skin. So for myself, okay, this one doesn't work for me, it's fine. Then unfortunately you can't keep using the same product where you're going to get the same result. So I had to put it away and then give it to someone else. Then depend again buy a new set of things. Up until I found the product that works for me, and then go. So it's a constantly evolving business, because things change.
Yes.
The media changes as well as fashion sense also changes, because I can't put something on my face that's not going to match what I'm wearing. True. As well. I can't put something on my face that's not going to match where I will be. Because I can't look like this if I'm going to go to the beach. You can't look like this if you're going to go to a wedding. So things evolve, things change. So you also need to keep up with basically what's going on with trends that are being set. So as the business evolves, I evolve as well.
Lessons 101. Lessons 101. Right here. Hi, Diakuba. So it was in 2017 when you started with EmiBeauty. Do you have partnerships? Are you collaborating with people? Do you just do makeup because come do my makeup? Or do you have people marketing their faces for you? When I need to for marketing purposes, do you use word of mouth when Zanjani, or do you actually have partnerships?
Okay, right now I don't have partnerships. So what I do is to basically, my face is my face is my brand. So what I do is that I'd even show up for N17, you would know. I show up with a beat face, and then people was like, Sana, when young band, babes, I sit in front of the mirror and I do my own. So basically what would happen is that I remember even when we had functions at work, people would ask me, what products do I use? And then I tell them, okay, you use this, this, and this. I can do your makeup, so more than now, sunshine. Then they come to my house, I do their makeup, then they go home. Then basically by me doing their makeup, they basically marketing my business. Yes. So I don't necessarily have to take a picture of you, but the face tells the story. But okay, then then that's how it works. So basically word of mouth and also the face. That's how I market myself.
Good. Can I also market your face? I mean, guys, look at this. Look at this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, thank you, EmiBeauty. Like,
go
guys,
ahead.
Hi, anyways, what are your future plans? You said you're going into manufacturing, yes? But they said that is in a later stage, right? For now, what do you do? September or closing off for September. So what do you do? What do you think? Okay, what is going to happen? What's your plan?
So, for the rest, while we're still basically working towards the manufacturing plan, Obangoko is to basically just do different events. So, if you need a makeup artist, I am your girl. So basically, right now, and again, we're going into festive season, so a lot of events, even though we are in the times that we are in, which is COVID, but the events are still allowed, but just restricted. So we're going into the season of your events. So now basically this is the time to put in a lot of work, to put in extra hours and basically market. So that's what I'm gonna do at the moment. Then it does all get a bit quiet, and it's also wedding season with December. Shut this the guys. So basically, you'll find that I might have 2 clients in one day. So I basically have to be doing that. So, but it would get quiet during the year. March, it would get quiet. That's when I would go into the research into the manufacturing, what products or what plants do I use, what do I use exactly. Then basically that's what we would do in between while we take work.
Beautiful. So if you're having an event, any event, EmiBeauty is here. Siyanda Ntshalaba of EmiBeauty. For someone who is trying ufuna ukwenza business, makeup actually, but I am Maratini, they don't know how to start. They're very interested in beauty and makeup and making people look sufficient like I am. Like I feel like I'm on top of the world. So what would you say? How would you encourage them or advise them on how to start their business with the small or the little that they have? Ungenza njani wena?
Okay, so when you start off in the makeup business, you basically use a lot of products. So, akunyanzelekanga tu indoba you go for or MAC or Maybelline. No, you can literally go to Signature. That's the product that I use. Signature is where the starting point is at. Then you can also grab lip color, go Vibes, grab. And they also have e-sales, go Clicks. So, uqokelele products are here and there. Start off with the foundation. Start off with the eyebrow pencil, eyeliner, and then you work yourself towards there. Another thing that is very, very important is research. Research is very because you can't just do into nje ungayazi ba wenza ntoni. So you need to research the market, research your business as well, and research how other people do things, so that now uzawuthatha kule ndawo bashiye khona and basically that's what will also propel you in what you're doing, so that you basically getting the business better as well, because when you start it's going to be different from when you end. Yes. As well, it never ends because things change on a daily basis. So research. That's all I'm going to say. Hard work as well. Hard work is very important, because sometimes it does happen whereby you get disappointed here and there, but you need to basically develop thick skin if it's really what you want. That will take you through, because you're going to have a lot of losses, but there's going to be a win somewhere in between. And even if it's a small win, it's very important that you celebrate it as well, so that ungadinwa now with the craft that you are basically doing.
God, that is beautiful. Now, maybe one day I might go into makeup. Jokes.
Literally said, ungenza business depend.
No, it's like the I'm like, true. So I hope whoever is watching anyway now business into makeup, please listen to those points. They're very helpful. EmiBeauty, and she's gorgeous. There's someone who's watching out there. As much as they want to do makeup or go into the makeup industry or have a makeup business as a side business, but they want someone to coach them. They want someone also city hi yenzakanje. You know, you need also guide endleleni. So for you as EmiBeauty, would you take people for mentorship programs? Would you take people abazotibana shadowmanships? Abazotibana, please teach me how to do this. I just want to learn, because as much as a person might be good in makeup, but with the business side, you can lack in those things. So they might want to know how to manage the business side of it, or the art side of it. So would you be able, or would you be keen in taking someone in for shadowmanships or mentorship programs?
Of course. So basically, what I would be also working on, let's say maybe next year, is to hold seminars on, because people, not necessarily if you want to go into the business, but if you just want to be able to do your own face. So basically we would have like a seminar, you just pay a certain price, then basically we handle your invitation, we handle your day for you, we handle your products that you're going to be using, brushes, sponges, everything would be covered, bula fee that you pay. Then basically we take you through how everything works, as well as we also take you through how the business itself works. So that would be, I would be more than willing, I'd be more than interested in doing something like that, of which that's what I also want to do, which would be probably later on next year.
Yeah, there will be a business seminar which deals with makeup, so stay tuned for Aspire, and do stay tuned for EmiBeauty. Where do we find you?
So I'm not very active on Facebook, so but I am active on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is @s.ntshalaba. That's where you'll find me, that's where you'll find basically my faces, what I do, and that's basically where I am.
And on Facebook?
Facebook, it's just Siyanda Ntshalaba, but there's nothing much that I do on Facebook, literally.
Okay. No, and the now s.ntshalaba on Instagram.
Yes.
So that is where you find her, but we are going to leave the details like on the bottom of the screen, so that if you want to get where to find you and everything else. I wish we could and learn more, because now I'm lessons 101, but because of time and everything else, thank you for coming, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That brings us to the end of our show. Thank you for staying tuned, and do not forget to subscribe and like, and please share. From EmiBeauty. I am Unabisambekela from Aspire Youth Organization, and today it is a wrap. Bye bye.